Welcome to Movie Dhamaka. Setting the tone. The film begins with Krish Kapoor, a volatile young musician struggling with emotional trauma and unresolved issues from his past. His aggression and erratic behavior suggest deeper inner conflict. Meanwhile, we are introduced to Vani Batra, a gentle, introspective woman working in publishing, who writes personal poetry and has recently been heartbroken at the altar by her ex-fiancé, Mahesh. Inciting connection. Through fate or chance, Krish stumbles upon Vani's diary or poetry, possibly left behind at her workplace. Moved by the raw emotional depth, he reaches out to her with an offer to collaborate. He will compose and sing, she will write lyrics. Vani is reluctant at first, holding on to insecurity and sorrow, but gradually opens up as they begin working together, this creative partnership laying the groundwork for their connection. Emotional growth and creative sparks. Vani's demeanor softens. She gains confidence as her writing takes shape, while Krish finds stability and purpose inspired by her presence. Hindustan Times. Their chemistry begins to simmer through behind-the-scenes moments, writing sessions, music rehearsals, and subtle glances, setting a tone of mutual admiration and burgeoning affection. Key scenes before the interval. Krish might perform an early demo of one of their songs, perhaps a work-in-progress version of Saiyaara, capturing the attention of peers and audiences in a stirring montage. Deepening creative bond. Krish and Vani continue to collaborate, polishing lyrics and melodies. Their sessions grow more intense, and they develop mutual trust. Krish softens emotionally as Vani gradually opens up creatively. Personal cracks and vulnerabilities. We learn more about Krish's background. He struggles to make an impact in the music industry, battles unresolved trauma, and has a strained relationship with his alcoholic father. Vani's emotional state remains fragile. She's still recovering from being left at the altar by her ex-fiancé. She battles writer's block and lingering sorrow. Koimoi. Early signs of memory woes. Subtle cues suggest Vani may be experiencing forgetfulness. She misplaces things or seems momentarily disoriented. While she hasn't yet been diagnosed, viewers begin to sense that something deeper is unfolding. Proximity brings emotional confusion. Their relationship grows more personal. Words and silences carry weight. Unspoken fears, financial anxiety, and professional uncertainty hang in the air. Vani hesitates to reveal her inner turmoil, and Krish begins to sense a shift in her behavior. Vani's diagnosis. Around the 40-minute mark, Vani collapses during a writing session or rehearsal. Medical evaluation follows, leading to a distressing diagnosis, early onset Alzheimer's. She casually mentions forgetfulness in earlier scenes, which now takes on significant weight as early symptoms emerge in earnest. This revelation begins to shift the tone drastically. What seemed like slow-growing emotional tension becomes a looming tragedy. Vani pulls away. After learning about her condition, Vani chooses not to confide in Krish. Fearful of becoming a burden and driven by guilt, she emotionally distances herself. Masala. Her ex-fiancé Mahesh returns during this time. Exploiting her vulnerability, he attempts emotional manipulation, a dynamic that further complicates Vani's fragile mental state. Wikipedia. Identity confusion and shock. In a deeply painful exchange, Vani mistakenly calls Krish by Mahesh's name. This misnaming devastates Krish, who remains silent, struggling to reconcile heartbreak and confusion. The incident reveals the emotional toll of her illness. Krish's fears shift from professional uncertainty to intense personal crisis. The signature song and separation. Drawing from Krish's story about another couple, Vani pens lyrics that become the emotional centerpiece of the film, the song, Saiyaara. Krish transforms those words into music, releasing it publicly. Outlook India. Shortly after the song's release, Vani disappears without explanation, initiating the separation arc that fuels the second half of the film. Climax of conflict. Krish skyrockets in his musical career with the global release of the song, Saiyaara. The track becomes a hit and is deeply tied to Vani's lyrics and their shared journey. Vani, battling her worsening memory issues, attends one of Krish's major concerts. Although she is present physically, mentally she's lost, her Alzheimer's causing emotional destabilization. A traumatic incident. During the performance, Vani encounters her ex-fiancé, Mahesh, at Krish's concert. The shock triggers a panic episode, leading her to impulsively stab Krish in Despite being injured, Krish remains forgiving and compassionate, embodying the film's central theme of love beyond pain and memory loss. The aftermath and her disappearance. Torn by guilt over her actions, Vani disappears abruptly, leaving behind only a set of heartfelt lyrics as a farewell and apology. Krish, devastated yet determined, turns his sorrow into music. He continues performing Saiyaara, hoping it might reach her one day. Search and symbolism. A video from London surfaces showing Vani listening to a cover of Saiyaara. This viral moment ignites Krish's quest to find her, taking him to Manali, where the clip was recorded. He eventually locates Vani living at an ashram, but she doesn't recognize him, her mind clouded by trauma and memory loss. India Times. Rekindling through memory. In a deeply emotional moment, Krish evokes a memory by recreating their shared cricket match, an early fragment from their past. This act of remembrance begins Vani's slow cognitive recovery, as she reconnects with pieces of their life together. The incident at the concert. As Krish prepares for a major international concert, notably at Wembley, Vani attends, visibly distressed by her ex-fiancé's return. When confronted, she enters a panic state and thrusts a knife at Krish in confusion, injuring him. Despite this traumatic incident, Krish shows forgiveness. He doesn't hold anger against her. Reddit. Vani's disappearance. Overwhelmed with guilt, Vani vanishes shortly after the stabbing. Before fleeing, she leaves behind poignant lyrics to a song titled Saiyaara, a final gift of love and apology to Krish. Deeply affected, Krish embarks on a search for her with Vani's parents. Turning grief into music. Unable to find Vani, Krish releases the song Saiyaara as a single. It instantly becomes a global hit, reflecting both his musical breakthrough and emotional longing. He uses performances as a way to honor her memory and perhaps reach her. A viral clue leads to hope. A viral video filmed in London shows Vani listening to a cover of Saiyaara. Realizing it provides the clue he needs, Krish travels to Manali, where the video was recorded, and finds her residing at an ashram. Vani, however, does not recognize him due to her deteriorated memory. Rekindling memory through shared moments. Krish refuses to give up. He gently recreates a shared memory, playing cricket together, to trigger recognition. This moment marks the beginning of Vani's emotional and ending highlights. Memory rekindled through love, Krish remains steadfast and recreates a fond memory, playing cricket with Vani, to help her gradually remember their life together. This gesture sparks her cognitive recovery. Eventually, her memories return, leading to an emotional reunion. Love confession and hopeful future, Vani and Krish express their enduring love. Despite the uncertainty caused by her illness, they choose to remain together. Happy and bittersweet controversial finale. The film concludes with their wedding, signifying hope and a celebration of enduring love. While Vani's health remains uncertain, the filmmakers leave it open. She is alive and they build a life together, but with lifelong challenges from her condition. India Times. Memory comes full circle. Earlier, Vani's recollections begin returning after Krish's heartfelt efforts. By the 120-minute mark, she is mostly reconnected emotionally, recognizing Krish and their shared bond after he recreates a poignant cricket memory. This marks the emotional apex of healing and memory restoration. Emotional confession and commitment. Vani and Krish reaffirm their love in a tearful reconciliation. Despite the uncertainty posed by her Alzheimer's, they decide to face the future together, vowing to stay united through adversity. Transition toward ritual and reunion. The narrative shifts from inner emotional drama toward the outward symbol of their union. Preparations for their wedding begin taking shape, signifying hope, togetherness, and an open-ended future. While the sequence isn't fully fleshed out here, it's implied through ambience, music, and characters moving toward resolution. Full memory recovery and reunion. By the final stretch, Vani's memory is fully restored. She recognizes Krish after the emotional cricket flashback and the loving persistence he shows. The CSAT Daily. The two share a heartfelt moment, reaffirming their commitment to each other despite the uncertainty surrounding Alzheimer's. Wedding and wedding preparations. Following their emotional reconciliation, the film transitions into a celebratory tone. Scenes imply wedding arrangements and rituals, symbolizing their mutual resolve and hope for the future. The wedding represents resilience, love's endurance, and acceptance of life's fragility. Final concert at Wembley. In the closing minutes, Krish performs at Wembley Stadium with Vani watching, this time mentally present, with applause, smiles, and closure for their journey. The performance underscores Saiyaara not just as a song, but as a testament to their relationship and emotional reclamation. Tone, themes and closure. The emotional arc closes on a bittersweet yet hopeful note. Vani's health remains fragile, but love and memory anchor them together. Reddit. Critics noted the ending diverges from Mohit Suri's typical tragic romance tones, landing on optimistic territory without entirely escaping melancholy. Like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching the video.